how are you health-wise? Where are you? And, yeah.
Shoot, I'm doing everything right now. Like I'm with the team. I mean, feel like it hasn't been no drop off or anything. Just now it's just getting in shape.
Now that most of the guys are back in here getting conditioning and everything, is there a message that you and the other leaders on the team are trying to do in regards to this upcoming season? Do you have one set up yet, or?
Just showing them that, man. Just let's work. Let's work together. Let's come together for one cause, and that's win the championship. And whatever personal goals you have, you can still get that. But we all gotta have the same mindset and trying to make you better, just like I gotta be better. And if we win it, we all win it. That's pretty much the message. And so yeah, I mean, I just show the guys, because a lot of guys always coming to me, asking me, man, what got you here? And I'm like, man, working hard, working smart, talking to other guys that was older than me, getting a regimen of things, just trying to teach them as we go, especially the new guys coming in. And I mean, I can always tell just by how serious you are by when it get hard. Are you folding or are you gonna keep pushing? And man, for right now, I love it. Even with the draft, I love the guys that we got. Let's see what kind of work ethic they got.
What was your reaction when the Davis pick happened, and what does his addition kind of do to the defensive line, positions that you guys can all play?
It gives us great depth, together. And so, man, I'm excited for Big Boy because he's going to be taking 2 or 3 people with him, hopefully, and take a lot off us. And, yeah, I just believe that he added more depth for us. And, man, it's going to be a lot of fun bringing them guys once we get everybody up to speed.
Do you feel like you're still the starter?
Huh?
Is that the new nickname for him?
Well, I just call everybody, well, that's a big boy for real. That's another Jordan Mailata on the defensive side. And so I just can't wait to see him, man. I can't wait to just kind of pick his brain and see what he knows. I mean, from Georgia, watching him, you see it. Just like, okay, this boy explosive. This boy can run. And it's just all about making sure that he can do that at a high level.
Do you feel like you're still the starter, or you think your role will change because of all the bodies?
You know what, man? I'm with whatever. I'm like, for this being my last year as far as on my deal, I'm just like, man, I just love the depth that we got. I'm gonna just show that I can still play and I can help this team win. But I mean, I'm 34 and I got a lot. I still got a lot to prove because I didn't play last year. But I know my role can change, and I'm cool with that.
I heard you say on the radio this morning you can play that game tomorrow. Is that your confidence, or is
Oh
that
no,
really
that's how I feel. Like I feel like the Achilles never happened because of how I'm running and I'm doing everything that I'm normally doing, and now I even feel in shape. It's just more so when you start doing football stuff, then I really know. But right now, doing all the low weight training and running and stuff, I'm like, oh yeah, and I'm cutting and doing stuff. There's no restrictions right now.
What's your scouting report on the Kobe D? What's he gonna do for you guys?
Ooh, that boy gonna be sideline to sideline. It's just all about him coming in and knowing the plays, knowing exactly where Coach Gannon want him to be, and just playing at a high level, man. I definitely know that he's gonna come in, gonna be able to help this team. And with Kaiser and you got TJ, who I feel like gonna be a hidden gem because I feel like he's gotten better every year. And I'm just excited for the guys that we're not talking about because I know for them, they should have their chip on the shoulder, especially when you see the draft and you see how the picks went. And it's just really all about your mindset, your attitude. And so I hope he come in with a great attitude because what I see on tape and what I seen him do to Michigan, I mean, I'm just hoping that it's a duplicate of what he going to do here.
As far as Hassan Reddick, what do you see his role being in the defense?
Getting after that quarterback, I can see, it's all about getting them sacks, man, affecting the quarterback. And he's a great player, and I can't wait to, work with him too. Because we've been training together and doing all that stuff now. But when you get in the heat of the moment, I can't wait to see, just how everybody make plays, man. I'm just happy for guys living their dream and living out, especially for him going out to Arizona, how everything kind of came back full circle. Now he back in Philly. You know what I'm saying? It's cool to see that story, and I hope that we can get him a ring and I can get number 2.
When the season ended, not many expected Derek Barnett to return. What was your reaction to the re-signing of him, and how has he been, through this working out?
Well, me and DB talked, and he didn't want to leave here with a bad taste with the fans. I mean, he didn't want the fans to think that he couldn't play at a high level consistently. And so I think for him, he had unfinished business. And like I told him, I want to help you get to where you want to go because I know how it feels to be on the other side of it, and I know how it feels now to be on the other side of it when you actually start making good plays. And I mean, obviously we won the Super Bowl and stuff like that, and things changed for me. But it was hard in the beginning, and a lot of people wanted me out. And I'm just happy DB got another chance to come back and prove what he can do.
What was going through your mind? What was your reaction when he got released and then re-signed?
I know it's a business. At the end of the day, I thought it was more so money stuff, but I was nervous at first. I ain't gonna lie. Like, me and Fletch been together for a long time, and I mean, if anything, I love that we all got another year together, and I'm just gonna keep cherishing the moments that we continue to keep on adding another year. So hopefully we go out there, ball out, and we can all do it again, running back, after we do what we're supposed to do this year.
In terms of base personnel, how does Davis specifically affect that? Because we saw last year some edge rushers playing in roles that typically they hadn't played before, is that 4-eye tech spot. How does Davis all of a sudden affect everything else with him at the nose?
Well, you know what? He's a first rounder, so we got to play him. You know what I'm saying? I know how political it could be, but if you come in with the right attitude and just know that he just add depth to the rotation. I mean, it's a long season. I mean, people going to get bruised up, bumps and bruises every week, and it's just all about us just going out there, not having to drop off when other guys get in. And, the second team is still giving as much production as the first team. And I just feel like that all works together. And it's just really about how well we work together as a unit. And so I just hope that us as a unit, if it is any issues or anything, we talk about it so that, y'all won't pick apart our team.
Can you see through the moves that the team has made this offseason more what Jonathan Gannon wants to do with his defense? Do you think it'll look different from last year?
Oh, yeah.
How?
I feel like, our run defense has gotten a lot better with a lot of additions that we made. Then on top of that, we want to get after the quarterback. You got Hassan that came in. You got in the draft, you got the big boy up the middle because 34 defense. You need somebody in the middle that can take 2, maybe 3 sometimes. And, you just want the best available players in positions that we know we probably was weak, not as good because – I went down last year. Injuries always happen. You just want to make sure you had depth so that if something does happen, you got insurance and you got guys that can play. And so I think we addressed a lot of that. And you got guys that's on this team right now that a lot of people not talking about, like I said, that got a chip on their shoulder and want to show that they can play. Because, especially I know people talking, man, we didn't get this guy, that guy, or safety, or corner, this and that. But I feel like we got the guys in this room that can do it. We got Slay back there that's helping the boys. That a lot of guys are learning from a Pro Bowl caliber player. And I think that that holds well because they see him working and they learning from him each and every day. His instincts on what he's thinking when he's making certain plays and why he's making certain plays. And I think those guys going to step in when we get to training camp, and y'all going to be talking about them. And there ain't going to be no drop-off. Y'all ain't going to care who we didn't get because we already got them.
You mentioned being 34 and not feeling right now any after effects of the Achilles. That's a really severe injury for any player, let alone one who's 33 when he suffered it. Did you give any thought to saying, you know what, I'm done. I'm 33. It's a bad injury. I'm not going to put in the time. I'm not going to try to come back.
Nah, that wasn't me. I was more so like, man, I know I love this game because when it got taken away from me, all I could think about was that day when I come back to be the comeback player of the year. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm at. That's my mindset because I want to come in just as hot as I felt coming in. I want to be the same way going out, and I want to go out on my terms, and hopefully we get us another ring. Then I got something to think about.
Couple more. The game after your injury, Jalen Hurts broke down the huddle. He continued to do that a couple instances throughout the season. How do you see him evolve as a communicator and a leader last season?
I seen him grow a whole lot, especially through all the adversity that he was going through. He didn't know if he was going to be the guy or this. There's so much talk, even this year, on, man, if they get Jalen help, this would be his only year to do it because we got a first round next year. I just feel like all the crazy stuff that he went through, he kept a level head, and man, I'm proud of him on that, because all he did was work. He just kept working, and whatever he didn't do last year, I feel like he's gonna do a lot more this year, and man, he's gonna keep getting better. But it does feel good going into the offseason knowing that you're gonna be the guy for at least one more year. So I think he's gonna maximize everything he needs to, especially with the new additions to AJ and then Devontae, of course. Then the running game. I mean, I feel like our running game is really good because our O-line is good. As long as we stay healthy, I think we ain't gonna be worried about it after a while.
What did you?
Yeah.
It's always hard to know, like,
We
much
hear
a player
it.
hears
We
that.
hear it, man, because players got to answer to that too. Just as much as he got to block it out. But I think that himself, man, he go about his day, his regimen every day almost the same. And of course, it probably get to him. But if anything, how I look at the when y'all say little certain things, that's just motivation for me. But I feel like he's mature enough to be able to handle that if that's what's happening, because he haven't showed me that he's worried about too much of anything other than just trying to prove y'all wrong.